Mr. Dzurinda, we are extremely pleased to have you here at the END conference in Zurich, former Prime Minister of Slovakia and the President of the Martens Institute. Now we're here, you advise the Ukrainian President's office on the negotiations with Russia. What insights can you tell us and share with us on negotiation with the Russian government partners?
Thank you very much for hosting me and also for your interest, for your questions. Look, when negotiating with Russia, you must be strong. You must be just self-confident, and you must follow your priorities, your interests and your principles. My personal experience from negotiations with Mr. Putin, with Mr. Lavrov, many other people, I remember also Boris Nemtsov very well and the reformers in time of Boris Yeltsin. My experience is that what provokes Mr. Putin is not your strength, but if you are weak. The weakness is provoking, not the strength. It means that if you want to succeed in negotiation with Mr. Putin, you must to be strong. What does it mean in practical terms? It means that the country must to promote substantial reforms. Ukraine needs a lot of reforms in order to improve the living level of people. Making long story short, if people in the east of Ukraine are happier than the people in the west of Russia, it will be the beginning of the success of Ukraine. This is why my main advice to Poroshenko in these days, in these years, is go for reforms. Transform your country. Beat corruption. Strengthen your democratic institution. Privatize, even though it is not popular, as in my time. Privatize. If you privatize, you will attract foreign investment. And thanks FGI, you can create jobs and people will be happy. This is the best way how to succeed vis-a-vis Russia.
And building on that, how would you then say to reduce your weaknesses or to conceal your weaknesses? Is that something you're doing consciously, or are you going positive, strength, strength, strength?
I combine the approach. I would say that it is necessary to be skilled in negotiations with people like President Poroshenko. Having had my own experience, I can imagine how tired is he. If I am coming to Kiev, I have time to rest, to run in the park, and to be, ready for negotiations. President, Prime Minister are busy people. So I need to have a sense for good proportion. Sometimes it is good to be critical, very, very, very pushy, and sometimes to motivate the president. Using my own experience, sharing with him my own stories from the past, when people wanted to kill me, when I was a symbol of tightening of the belts in Slovakia. 10 years ago, if you visit my country, especially the east of Slovakia, the center of the country, people will tell you, he's the man of the tightening of the belts. In these days, they will tell you more, this guy brought us to the West. This guy brought us to the EU and we are happy, even though not everything is good and smooth, especially in these times. So using these my own stories, my own experience, it can work. And I am not completely satisfied with the recent development in Ukraine, but I still believe that the country has a chance.
Mr. Dzurinda, today at the conference, you spoke about the master plan to independence. Can you give us the three most important elements of your master plan?
Look, at the beginning, you must believe in your vision. If you believe in your vision, even though the way to meet the intention can be hard and difficult, you can succeed. This is the first. The second is to decide for right strategy and right project. Last but not least, you need good people. I had been leaning all the time to invite the best people to join me. I was not afraid of competition. It was not the problem that somebody else is better than me, clever than me, either Minister of Finance or Foreign Minister. So if you have great vision, if you are able to decide right strategy and tactics, finalizing in a plan, and if you are accompanied by qualified and morally good people, you will win.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dzurinda, President of the Martens Institute and former Prime Minister of Slovakia.
Thank
It's
you,
been a pleasure.
sir.
Thank you.